तो इंसान तो गिरते जा रहा है, मकान आगे बढ़ रहे हैं, इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर बढ़ रही है, ज्यादा से ज्यादा लोग आगे बढ़ रहे हैं कि हम तो बढ़िया हाईवे हो रहा है, बढ़िया बिल्डिंग हो रही है, बढ़िया इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर हो रहा है, इंसान की क्वालिटी गिर रही है. So this is the only hope. Srila Prabhupada books, philosophy is the only hope this world has. World has no other chance. Okay? I have done one book called End of Modern Civilization and Alternative Future. ये civilizational study पे है, part 1. So उसमें I have given 20 reactor to detonate. वो फीड हो गया था उसमें, क्या बोलते हैं, न्यूक्लियर कोड्स. Now the commanding officer has pressed enter to detonate. Then 40 ICBMs will leave Moscow. 46 cities are locked in America. And the world will go into nuclear winter for next 100 years. Press enter to detonate. So why it did not, what you call, happen? Because of Sankirtan mission. Then this file came out, classified file, so Moscow offered it, that officer waited. It was meteoric activity that stopped, was not ICBM attack from America, it was a meteorite, it was a mystery. So Moscow offered, I read that news, so Moscow offered him a free telephone, for having saved the world. Because at that time Moscow, he was 94, he was gifted for having saved the world. If he had pressed the enter, then America has 46 minutes to retaliate. It's called MAD. This doctrine is called MAD. MAD means mutually assured destruction. You can't do anything other than destroy USSR also, and they can destroy. Mutually MAD. Officially it's called MAD, this doctrine. So why it has happened is because of Krishna Consciousness. 70s में, there is a book, I am trying to again locate it. Somebody wrote up to 1970. Everything was as per the predictions. What has happened to the world? Sare predictions have gone haywire. What has that happened after 1970? We know what has happened, right? Because one devotee is enough. Shastra say one devotee is enough in a country to save that country. So there is Harinam. I just saw, what is that? One stop butchery, रास्ते में आ रहा है. I mean, कितना पाप बढ़ गया है, लेकिन कहीं ना कहीं भक्ति बढ़ा है, So this is the last chance the world has. Prabhupada books. World does not front way, it's crumbling. I am correct, Very dangerous. Now this escalation, जो था, Prabhupada said, 71 war mein. Why the war stopped? Because there was Nagar Sankirtan devotees did. Prabhupada said that. So somewhere bhakti usko rok raha hai, So we have to be very serious. We are firefighters. We are the, firefighters cannot fight among themselves, right? Because they have got a mission in hand, So abhi the world is pretty. So today's topics I wanted as something different. For time being, isi kya hai? We are talking of Srimad Bhagavatam. We are talking of Chetan Charitamrita, right? But this philosophy has some inherent foundation. जैसा जो आपका डायमंड है, डायमंड requires a platinum or gold ring, So Prabhupada, what he did was, actually Prabhupada, he had no time. 77 he told several times, it is my 50% mission, but 50% is remaining. Are you aware of this point? 50% का मतलब है कि there is a cultural setting required. There is a lifestyle required. Lifestyle changes. Bhakti is not that ये भी करेंगे, we can have the cake and eat it too. So then he said 50% work is pending. And what is that 50%? That we will talk today. Okay. कि what is that 50% is pending? वो मतलब है कि जो हमारे लाइफस्टाइल है, you know, what our lifestyle, are they? So that part, I think, the so why he said that was to understand it in context. You have to understand our times we are living in, you know. Right? The world is is a millions and billions of years old, right? So if you suddenly you see a different era called industrial revolution, you know? Suddenly, how old is the industrial revolution? World has for thousands and millions of years has lived in a certain way. In a certain way, suddenly everything changes. And that is called industrial revolution. Am I correct? And how old is the industrial revolution? 200 years. In India, it's hardly 125 years. The West, it started somewhere 200. And it was based on what is the basis of industrial revolution. How this all started? Yeah. What's your name? Vivan. Okay, Vivan, please.
We have to upgrade the lifestyle the people are living.
Yeah, how this industrial revolution actually started? What was the discovery which propelled this? You know, the steam engine. But before that, how the steam engine came? It's a product. No, wheel was there. Wheel was there because fossil fuel. फर्स्ट कोल, पेट्रोल तो बाद में है, 1800s में आ गया, बट फॉसिल फ्यूल डिस्कवरी, द वर्ल्ड फाउंड आउट कि नेचर एक्चुअली व्हाट इज डन फॉर बिलियंस ऑफ इयर्स, नेचर स्टोर्ड समथिंग, देन वी फाउंड आउट. इसे क्या होता है, व्हेन यू डोंट वांट योर चिल्ड्रन टू ग्रैब समथिंग, आप उसको छुपा के रखते हैं. It's not good, you don't touch it. So Prabhupada said, by Krishna's arrangement, these fossil fuels are kept deep inside, sometime in ocean, so that buoyancy will be there. Planets need buoyancy, you know. Flight, as long as fuel hai to upar rahega. So there is some arrangement. Now these naughty kids, they have discovered that, you know. We went inside the ocean also. We went inside the whole mining, you know, what nature ने जो billions of years में किया था, 200 years, resource depletion it's called. Every resource we are depleting, right? We are nearing the end of it. So resource, what nature stored, you can take forests, you can take minerals, you can take fossil fuel, everything we have at this rate of consumption. We will require how many earths? 6 earths. Our consumption is too high. Sustainable nahi hai. Now, that is there you need wars. When you can't manage something, politicians need to declare wars. Prabhupada, ये सारी बात प्रभुपाद ने जो बोला है, I am talking. Prabhupada has not only said about Gita, Bhagavatam, Krishna, Rama, no. Prabhupada has talked about this. The first book I wrote about on petroleum, you know. So I have seen that on Pakistan website called Energy Commission website. I saw that. So point is, Prabhupada said every second page has Prabhupada quote on petroleum. So the chief CM was reading YSR here. And he asked me, does your guru comes, he was working in energy sector? I said, no. So Prabhupada is He is talking because that's what is why people have forgotten God. Because they think we can control. And because they have this whole world wars were on for the control of petroleum. The greatest massacre in human history. Hundreds of millions people died in 20th century because of petroleum wars. And these century wars will be water wars. Yes. These will be water wars this century. So anyway, my point is we have to understand our times. We are living in a very peculiar, particular time. We have to live in it, not be part of it. Prabhupada wanted devotees not get sucked into it. That was his 50% work. So now what do we do? What practically somebody can make notes on some of the points I'll be talking now, key where we are. So somebody, then one person can make notes, and then if somebody wants, they can be shared, because I'll be giving a lot of information today. So I've done research into many such things, and I've authored many works on these topics. So so first thing, casualty of this civilization, modern civilization, is that you don't have time for anything. Correct? दो मील एंड ब्रेड एंड बटर में इतना बिजी हो जाएगा आदमी. Throughout human history, people never worked more than 3 months because it's a agrarian societies. Millions of people. उसमें क्या है? You work only 3 months. Rest of the time for art, culture, and philosophy. Right? Whether you take West Europe, you take Africa, you take India, people were focused on art, culture, and philosophy. But today, as soon as you wake up, you have to rush for bread and butter at night. So the first casualty is health. First casualty is health. Health में अभी क्या हो रहा है? Lancet study. You can Google. What I am talking will be, everything will be backed up by data. Okay. You see, I want to ask you a question. Prabhupada letters थे ना सब. Last में every letter has one concluding line. He's signing off with one line. What is that line? No. उसके पहले. He signs off with one line. Every letter. Hope this meets you in good health. You see, that will be another point. We have to be very Prabhupada centric, because this movement, the founder Acharya, Prabhupada jaisa Krishna says, yo janati tatvatah, one who understands me in truth. We have to understand Prabhupada in truth. Prabhupada is just not another guru, another Swami, another Vaishnava. He is special. Who converted Mrigari? Narada Muni. It's a big story, right? Who converted Jagai Madhai? Nityananda Prabhu. It's a big story. But how many will be here to slit the throat and finish his breakfast right there? And devotee came with the boots, we walked in with all the blood, and we gave him the book, and he did like while slitting it, taken that and gave him something, and he was reading while slitting the throats of the cows. He read that book, So there is no limit. I can tell so many things on that. Anyway, ये क्या था? I was allotted वो 90s में एक रूम मायापुर में I was allotted one room during Gaur Purnima. That gentleman was night. I went in the evening. Night I put that good night whatever that mosquito liquid. That devotee, he said, Prabhu, he is not good. Mosquito suffered. I said, oh yes. Why? We use mosquito net. So that time 9 o'clock that shops are still open during festival time. I just ran there. Shop was open, bought a mosquito net. We slept, and next day I asked, Prabhu, so you're from? So he was not friendly at all. He didn't want to talk. After 2-3 days, he opened. Then he told his point. He was a commander in Serbian army, and his unit killed and tortured 10,000 people. So many villages he wiped out. How horribly, and how he became a devotee. Just he was shooting everybody, village after, and they were raping and killing children and burning them. So much torture. One person he found with never saw somebody so fearless. Then he taken him aside. Say, went, you are not afraid? He said, no. Why are you not afraid? He said, you can't kill me. I cannot kill you. Took out knife and put here, and little blood started. I can kill you right now. No, you can kill my body, not me. So who said that? He took out a pocket guitar. It says that. Then he said, okay, keep this guy aside, and killed everybody else. Taken him to, said, you guys continue. His unit continued the killing. He said, now explain me what is this. 1 hour they discussed, and from backside they ran away. Went into the forest area, left that area, that's country also Serbia, joined that was it. And he telling me not to use a mosquito. And I come from a Rajasthan background where the ants are given, entire towns are vegetarians. Ants are given Goshala. I come from where we have one granaries for human beings, one granaries, entire stock underground for animals, birds. Feeding those, carnivores, because they don't get carcass every time. Once a week they eat, they'll survive. So that he is teaching me not to hurt mosquito. Then he told the horror story I cannot discuss, how they will throw children and hold in bayonet, and those children will be roasted. Cannot imagine the horrors of war. And that is the book, one line converts. This is Prabhupada's potential. So Prabhupada thing is actually all his potency is from Srila Prabhupada. How the world is running and converting, and one astrologer in the either America he was meditating, clairvoyant something he was, he saw Tompkins Square Park, one light is emanating and is spreading around the globe. So he wrote. Then a devotee found, Tompkins Square Park why it is important. That's where first Sankirtan Udari shuru hua. So Prabhupada centric we have to be very much. So how, you see, my personal experience, all I have learnt is while showering, That's where we can't do anything else. So earlier there used to be Walkman, 90s, 80s you had Walkman. Then came MP3 players, you attach a speaker. Today you have mobile phones, very easy. To go to hell is very easy. To attain Krishna is very easy. Both are very easy, right? So Swarg ka bhi shortcut hai, Narak ka bhi shortcut hai. My point is that while driving, while eating, now we are converting all the Puranas into audiobooks, So Mahabharata is done, Kurma Purana is done. Which Purana is running now? Garud Purana. Okay. So They are available now, downloads. Entire Mahabharata, first time, verse by verse, the translation is available as audiobooks, you know. Yeah, Soul Audiobooks, soulaudiobooks.com. It's all free download. So we are converting it now, you know. So the idea is, we time नहीं है आज बैठ के शांति से पढ़ना. It's a challenge, you know. So at least while doing things, while eating, what can you do? You know, people watch TV, you hear these audio. Prabhupada audio, 3200 lectures are there. So everybody should have that radio available now. Prabhupada radio, everybody should have at home. Subah, when you are cooking, when you are washing, you're doing the Prabhupada voice is booming, you know. Otherwise, hearing is watering, you know. So how do you grow? How do you भक्ति में लटक सकते हम? Just hang on somehow. Progress is through you know, ears. So hearing vibration is a key, you know. Now I want to talk about health. Prabhupada said that every letter, hope this meets you in good health, this line. And today is a sick planet. So I maybe 500-600 page book. I did one book on tsunami of diseases. Know your food. You know your food. Tsunami of diseases. Something like that. So 500-600 pages work. So the problem is, I have a very wonderful book download. It's a Gutenberg project because it became out of copyright. So you can download. It's a Dr. Price. Dr. Price in 1930, he was a dentist, you know. So Dr. Price ने क्या किया है? वो अपना क्लिनिक बंद कर दिया यूएस में. वाइफ को बोला है, अभी हम जाएंगे उधर, we'll travel the world and study people's health. 10 years he traveled, remotest corner of the world. एक फैमिली में गया है, जैसे मसाई मारा में, you have Masai people, right? Okay, now family में 2 brothers हैं. Okay, what's your diet? So physiological comparison. तो जिसमें इंडस्ट्रियल फूड उधर आ गया अभी, स्विस आल्प्स में हायर रीजन्स में, जस्ट एंटरिंग वाइट ब्रेड, वाइट शुगर, ये सब आने लग गया. तो एक आदमी who is traditionally eating, one fellow is showing comparison in his book. तो डॉक्टर प्राइस का बुक ऑन न्यूट्रिशन इज द लैंडमार्क बुक, you know. So then I thought ki our whole Vedic perspective and modern finding in industrial food, then I did this work, you know. So my point is, health, agar you won't have any good health if you don't watch out your food, you know. Food के साथ क्या हुआ है? You see, every standard we have raised. Car, you know, what was 20 years back, what now? You know that, right? Car standard have gone up. Buildings, interiors, dresses, you know. Now so many big stores, malls and all. What happened with food? Gone down. First thing, traditional grains are no more. What Krishna designed, produced. Brahma created certain seeds, right? Those grains you have to find out. They are there. What they did was to produce the output. They picked it. There is a book called Wheat Belly by an American scientist. There are hundreds and hundreds of. If you read that book, you will know what has been done with by Wheat Belly. PDF is available for download. You can find on Google Wheat Belly. तब आपको पता चलेगा ये वीट कितना डेंजरस हो. तो इसका वीट दैट मींस चपाती क्या खाएगा फिर? नहीं, ट्रेडिशनल वीट अभी ग्रो हो रहा है. एमआर wheat, EMMER, एमर wheat या खापली wheat? खापली wheat में ठीक है, this is 50 rupees, that's 150 rupees. Oh Prabhuji, this is so expensive. हाँ, if you take out bypass and hospitalization, this is still cheaper. What 15 lakhs का hospitalization bill से ये cheaper है. खापली, एमआर, काठिया, सोनामोती, these are thousands of years old. अभी एक बार once you eat it, you cannot touch modern wheat. 150, 200 rupees it will cost you. But कितना wheat, कम खाओ, अच्छा खाओ. पैसे नहीं है तो कम खा लो. Eat less, but eat proper. Car you that, you know, अरे वो पेट्रोल पंप अच्छा है. ये कार का क्या होगा? Right? So that so much inflammation from your body will go once you change the wheat. Simple cheese. Rice. Now we had 12 lakh varieties of rice in India. How many? 12 lakh varieties. And our founder, who is the founder of Green Revolution? Who was the father of MS Swaminathan? That fellow sold all the genetic codes to Monsanto. Today, entire rice, what you are having, Sona Masuri, blah, 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 they are completely modified. Body, अच्छा वो राइस तो मॉडिफाई है, बॉडी तो मॉडर्न है या पुराना है? बॉडी तो वही बॉडी है ना. योर कार मॉडल इज चेंजिंग, बिल्डिंग मॉडल इज चेंजिंग. How do you change this model? So body does not know what to do. ये जब अंदर जाएगी ये breeds, then you have inflammation. All diseases are caused by inflammation. Body क्या करेगा? उसको स्टोर करेगा. अभी ये फाइल आ गया, you don't know ये फाइल का करना क्या है. अरे भाई इसको रख, पहले दूसरा काम करो. ये वही हो रहा है. बॉडी डज नॉट नो, अरे ये क्या डाल दिया अंदर, अभी रखो बाजू, थोड़ा बाद में देखेंगे. सी हाउ ओबेसिटी, व्हाट यू कॉल एपिडेमिक, का बॉडी को पता नहीं है क्या करना है हमको. सो सारा ये वेन्स में स्टोर हो रहा है. सो ट्रेडिशनल ग्रेन्स मिल रहा है. देयर इज एमराल्ड्स इज देयर इन, दे सेल 50 varieties of rice now. There is a black rice, there is a red rice. You have no disease will come to you. One day you eat that solid food is enough. Their GI is so, low actually, glycemic index. So घर में, why do you eat those ordinary you can afford 200 रुपए का राइस. व्हाट्स अ बिग डील? गेट द प्रॉपर अनपॉलिश्ड. पॉलिश्ड का मतलब क्या है? पॉलिश्ड ग्रेन्स. व्हाइट राइस कभी नहीं होता था, ये मशीन से पॉसिबल. ये गर्दन उड़ा दिया, पैर उड़ा दिया, खाली इतना पीस रख लिया, ये आदमी नहीं होता. तो आप राइस का थोड़ा स्किन रहना चाहिए, तब वो राइस होता है. ऐसा अभी एक चीज, ग्रेन्स, गो फॉर ट्रेडिशन. एंड दूसरा, होल वर्ल्ड ये राइस और ग्रेन ये इंडस्ट्रियल रेवोल्यूशन का देन है. पहले पीपल वर ईटिंग मिलेट्स. मिलेट्स आप खाएंगे, you avoid so much hassle. Just like morning I am telling you, I had this chapati made of Rajgira. What is that called? Amaranth. 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 And this, if you have this buckwheat and you have samba rice, what's that called? It's a millet actually. एकादशी में नहीं खाना है. ये जो samak है ना, लिटिल मिलेट या पर्ल मिलेट या वट एवर इट इज, ये ग्रेन है. इट्स नॉट फॉर एकादशी प्लीज. somehow some people started and it took off. it's a grain, it's a धान्यम. ये जो सांभर बनाते ना हम लोग, राइस की जगह if you use that, you never have sugar spike or anything. So you have to shift your, okay, take rice, go for traditional breed. This 150 140, 160 rupees. Okay, the traditional grain. Second thing, fats. How many of you use cold pressed oils at home? Oh, very nice. That's good. So you are aware. Refined oil, ये कुछ चीजें घर के डोर के अंदर फ्लैट में नहीं आए तो यू विल हैव गुड हेल्थ. वो गेट के बाहर इट शुड बी, यू नो, should not enter your premises. Modern grains, refined oil. Refined, if you see the manufacturing, you will stop eating. People are सबका कर रहे हैं, बॉडी का मतलब नहीं है. तो भक्ति रिक्वायर्स दिस बॉडी. तो रिफाइंड ऑयल जो है ना, it has so it is a chemical based extraction. So हमें no, it's okay. So refined, go for cold pressed, which is naturally pressed, जैसा हजारों साल से लोग खा रहे. Why we have become so smart, you know? What will refine in that? Do you have better brain than modern? Prabhupada एक बात बोले, our problem is ustadi. You know ustadi, chalaki. We become more smarter than Krishna. You know? वही problem हो जाता है. हर चीज में we refine. What will refine? Nature ने दिया है. Have it as a whole. Footnote. So refined, go for cold press. That is for 500, 600 rupees, you know. That's 500-600 rupees, you know. So it is worth it. ये कितना है? I don't know. 200. That is 500. Eat little. And tel word comes from til. So tel word comes from til. So sesame oil is the best oil. But you can use other seeds, not a problem. Okay. Then you have salt. Again, refined salt. Why refined? 93 trace minerals थे ocean salt में, हमने सब रिफाइन कर दिया. प्योर सोडियम खा रहे. तो व्हाट, अभी आज कल था, yesterday was World Hypertension Day. World Hypertension Day. But every day is a hypertension. Because pure sodium, if you eat, you'll have hypertension, you know. So rock salt is available, Sendha Namak. You can use that. Ocean salt you can have sometime unrefined, you know. But उसमें microplastic आ गया अभी. But ये salt pure है, पाकिस्तान से आता है. Then you have salt हो गया, grains हो गया, sweeteners. How many you all still use white sugar at home? Practically everybody, right? This is so dangerous. It's pure sucrose, you know. बिना मशीन के, इसी food without machine. These are industries making that. You cannot make at home. Food you need what can be made at home, you know. So then you stop all sweeteners. No, what is the solution? Jaggery powder is available. It's just like sugar. 24 mantra ka, big basket has that. It's just like you scoop. Instead of that, taste will be better. Jaggery powder. There is coconut sugar available. If you want to spend more, this is 120 whatever. There are higher options are available. घर में white sugar is a cause of so many diseases. Again, I am not getting into medical science. Your blockage are not due to fats, it's due to white sugar. Causes inflammation. All white, ये जो होता है ना, bypass and stents. It's due to white sugar. I'm not talking. I have the notes, research paper of cardiologists. Yeah. Yeah, I'll just finish and so yeah, so list yes. I'll finish here itself. Salt, sugar, refined oil, grains, huh? And then your half 80% diseases from family will go away. Many few years back, maybe 16, 17, 18 something, I have a friend, we have a devotee, Vinod Jain. I was at his home, in Delhi. So there was a little girl, Subha Jain. Do you know about Sattvic movement? So he found that book, my book, food book, and he told kids, he stopped their schooling. He said, first read those books. He took 2 years sabbatical also from his business, told his wife to manage. They have a huge business. He took a sabbatical, read book, and children he gave. Then I told that breakfast little girl was there, Subha. I said, Subha, you should start talking. You're very quiet. Today they have like 7, 8 million subscribers. Then I set them little, that teleprompter and the video setup and. So point is, this is about a health channel, Sadhvik movement. They are doing a good work. So point is that there is possibility you avoid these modern things. ये आदमी का brain से better trust Krishna's brain. ये साइंटिस्ट का ब्रेन है इधर. व्हाइट शुगर कैसे आता है? ये साइंटिस्ट का मैन्युफैक्चरिंग. Krishna's manufacturing is jaggery and organic things. If you search, your pesticide content in body will come down. So search for organic something. And the last point is white on food list is commercial dairy. It's very dangerous. हमारे Hassan bhai is a good friend. Our was connected to Bhakti Charu Maharaj. What was his name? Our friend, Muslim. He's from Nizam's whatever. Right? He just took as a hobby manager job in Vijaya Dairy. बोला यार सहदेव, I am not able to drink milk after that. वो डेयरी में जो dairy is the most polluted industry. Indian dairy is in the world. दूध हमारा बोइनपल्ली में एक बिल्डिंग है सिकंदराबाद. दैट डिवोटी जस्ट ऑपोजिट रहता है. सो आई वाज टॉकिंग, तो वो बोला प्रभु जी आई हैव अ पॉइंट. यस, आई हैव अ बिल्डिंग ऑपोजिट. मॉर्निंग एक DCM जाता है 4 o'clock. तो बोला अंदर कितना गाय है? बोला एक भी नहीं, एक भी गाय नहीं है. 1 DCM load of milk goes from there. There are 30 types of adulterant you can make artificial milk. Then why people are not people have no time to think. Bread and butter के लिए busy है. खाली time में they'll scroll the news and some Kardashian has done, Katrina Kaif has done this, that, Hollywood, Bollywood, Tollywood, bas. Where is the time to think? Problem क्या है? We devotee also part of that grind. We are not trying to be separate. So dairy, search for A2 milk. Abhi, okay, I come. Okay, this is a iPhone. I'll give you for 500 rupees. That means what? Or this is a gold chain. 1000 rupee pure gold. That means what? ये phony है, fake है. How do you give a gold chain in 1000 rupees? So ghee requires at least 22 kgs of milk to make 1 liter of ghee. 35-40. desi cow milk because of fat content, you know. So now you see, आपको 500 रुपया में how is it possible, you tell me? Can you find a milk 30 liters भी लेंगे? Can you find a milk for 15 rupees a liter? Ghee is not possible without 2,500 to 3,000 rupees. And ghee is amrita. कृष्णा ने बटर स्टील किया ना, किसके लिए? बताया अगर बटर नहीं मिले तो चोरी कर लो, लेकिन बटर खाओ. अभी के बच्चे, दे आर लिविंग इन ऑल दोस हाई राइज. दूध नहीं देखा, घी नहीं देखा, बटर नहीं देखा, वो सब देखा ही नहीं उन्होंने. अगर दूध नहीं है, leave that city, leave that country. Prabhupada बोले, I'm not talking. Joru and Goru. Goru means cow and Joru means wife. Nobody would get married unless they had a cow at home, because what children will drink. But today, I have my aunt's doctors, all doctors, rich people. I said, what milk you are? नहीं बेटे हम तो मतलब आप लोग क्या पढ़ के फायदा हुआ मेडिसिन? नहीं मिलता नहीं तो ये सिटी छोड़ दो, जहाँ मिल्क दूध मिलेगा वहाँ जाओ, कंट्री छोड़ दो उसको. Then of course they found that ओंकार गौशाला. और ये तो बेटा 60 120 है, मतलब पेट्रोल कितना है? अरे 500 में भी कम है दूध, वो गाय का अमृत है वो. सो A2 A1 इज अ मॉडर्न प्रोटीन. प्रॉब्लम है A2 पे जाना है, देसी पे जाना है. अफ्रीकन काउज हैव A2, हाईलैंड यूरोपियन हाईलैंड काउज हैव A2, ऑल आवर देसी ब्रीड्स हैव A2 प्रोटीन्स. कौन बोल रहा? हम बोल रहे. आवर सम स्वामी, आवर ओन महाराज सेड, अरे दिस इज ब्राह्मणिज्म, ब्राह्मण कास्टिज्म. आई सेड, महाराज इट्स नॉट कास्टिज्म. This is by the book is by the A2 Corporation, New Zealand. This is not Indian research. There is a A2 Corporation in New Zealand. That is their research, not ours. Oh, you are being caste-based, desi cow, videshi cow. No. It's how you manipulate food, you know. Those cows which were producing 10 liters 30, 40 years back, they are producing 100 liters. How much modification is? सो घर में दूध दही घी अमृत है. देसी काऊ का घी अमृत है. सो आई रिमेंबर हमारे राजस्थान when used to go on holidays. Of course those havelis are now, Murarka where I was born, they are all international museums now because you can't run. So I remember those places. Servants were not, churning was done by the household ladies. My grandmothers would do personally the churning, huge pots, you know. And if kids, because winter time we are lazy kids, you know, we are on holiday, in the bed itself so much butter will be fed as a first breakfast. Freshly churned butter with some misri. You got to eat that. And whole life, morning and evening milk is a must. You want to die, you are dead also, you have to drink that. You don't want to eat anything, you not, but milk you got to have that, you know. So much emphasis on proper milk, you know. So I feel somewhere that development was based on, you know, vegan theory is faulty, though correct, rather than this poisonous, violent. देखिए अभी मैं बताता हूँ एक चीज, आप समझिए. देयर इज फूड, 3 origin इज देयर. 3 origin होता है फूड का. पहला होता है प्रेम से, फिर होता है लस्ट से, फिर होता है वायलेंस से, क्रुएल्टी से. सो एग इज अ प्रोडक्ट ऑफ लस्ट, मीट इज अ प्रोडक्ट ऑफ violence, cruelty. You cannot have meat without cruelty. No, कोई जरा मेरा गला काटिए, थोड़ा काटेंगे क्या? हाँ काटते, आइए. कोई नहीं आता है जाना. क्रुएल्टी होना पड़ेगा उसके लिए. एंड प्रेम, प्रेम है तो वो है मिल्क. और अगर गाय प्रेम से नहीं दिया, दैट इज अगेन अ वायलेंट फूड. दैट इज अ लिक्विड बीफ. दैट इज अ वाइट ब्लड. ये मॉडर्न डेयरी इज अ स्लॉटर हाउस. वहां स्लो का मारते, इधर फास्ट मारते. एंड वो लिक्विड बीफ है वो मॉडर्न मिल्क. Oh, Prabhuji, we only eat prasadam. We are only, we don't touch outside. अरे आप लोग क्या प्रसाद में? Do you think Krishna will touch that? Your pesticide. We have not ISKCON, but ISKCON devotee farm in Hoshiarpur in Punjab. That Prabhu is there. Brahmacharis are there. When the spraying happens, उनका फार्म में insects, snakes, they fill up, they cannot live because उन बेचारों को कहीं रहने का जगह नहीं. They all take shelter of their 5-10 acres. Hundreds of snakes come in, birds come in, millions of insects come in. So how you are vegetarian by eating industrial food? For your 1 kg of rice, millions of animals, insects have been killed. अभी हम बहुत कुछ साल पहले we went to that Sholapur area, that grapes का garden. अरे nice grape, I went to touch. अरे प्रभु, we have spread 2 days back. Don't touch it. बोला how do you handle? नहीं प्रभु, take gloves and handle it. बोला आप खाते? नहीं प्रभु, ऐसा ये खाली बाहर के लिए जाता है, हमारे लिए अपने लिए अलग रहता है. That corn, I saw a farmer. So many snakes were dead. We had spread the previous night. Birds, snakes, all died. How is it vegetarian? धरती से हम जो robbing कर रहे हैं, robbery. You see, robbery has become a way of life today. Robbery से कभी कोई cannot be a way of life, but today it's a way of life. धरती माता से robbery कर रहे हैं. Yes, bro.
Don't mind me.
Yeah, no, that is what will be good.
Actually, some devotees were here. They are involved.
Ah.
Prabhu, if you remember, me, Praveen Prabhu, Sri Gopal Prabhu,
हाँ
we were all doing a Vanavasam kind of camp.
हाँ
I have a small farm, VSK, Vaishnav Seva.
right
So that we were doing, and we were cooking. So it happened in front of us. I had some khargos, rabbits.
हाँ
Just I kept them to go around in the farm.
हाँ
We cooked, and then some vegetables were left. So
हाँ
we had to leave to the city now.
अच्छा
So we said, okay, vegetables are left. We didn't know that the servant there, he went and put the vegetables to the khargosh. Only 2 hours, 12-13 rabbits died
वाह
in front of us. We didn't know how to save them. We don't know what was killing them. The servant came and told, sir, Anni, sir, what happened? What happened? We were like, sir. Then we saw some vegetables are around. Then we asked, who brought this? Sir, it is left out now. You cook now. So you all will go. What will we do?
See.
We just throw the vegetables and all
See.
remember? They died. And then
See.
we realized, my God, what were we eating?
Yeah
And all this time.
oh yes
And I'll tell one more thing.
हाँ
Please don't mind.
yeah
I used to have cows. Now also have some cows. 6 cows and 2 bulls I have. Earlier I had around 76 cows at one point. Now we gave it back to all farmers, all desi cows. So when people used to come, when cows are there, because we have to buy grass from outside, I don't have too much land to grow the grass. That grass was some urea, something was put.
full of
Yeah. So the grass sometimes used to cause problems to desi cows. Actually, desi cows will never get any problem.
yes
But they used to get some problem. So the veterinary doctors used to come. So we never used to milk also the cows. After some time we stopped milking also. So then he used to come and tell me, sir, why are you not milking? I will tell you, you give this injection hormone, you give that injection, you feed, you mix this in the feed, you get this bottle, you pour that along with the dana, and the milk produce will double. Each cow will give 8 liters. So I was shocked to know that all these veterinary doctors, so-called government veterinary doctors, their main business is going to dairies and feeding poison to the cows.
yes
So then I was writing down what all they asked me to do. I wrote down and the title wrote not to do.
yes
Everything.
oh
And
that
people
is
don't
a
realize-
violent That is why so much brain. How would you have chanting when you are eating all these dangerous things and dangerous, what you call poisonous and violent and chemicals? Even they saw why there is a rise in rapes in India. There is a research paper now. Because the artificial insemination, bulls are extracted their semen and artificial inseminated. इसका whole science है. So that violent, that artificial thing is actually, so there are so many things now that which is now, the puberty, like in traditional societies, age of puberty was 14, 15. Now we have a pre-pubescent, like 5, 6 years now. It's a big problem. It's a whole, I'm talking 10 years back. It was like an epidemic. And kids achieving puberty in like like infantile puberty, 7, 8 or 5, 6, 3, 4, even 1, 2 years, there are so much disaster is happening because of all that, what you call the, now nobody will tell the health impact of that. So we will bring that milk and offer it as if he is stupid, he's not stupid, pagal. You touch that, all that things, so violent and these, so what, so the another is the, it removes the all all the organism natural from your body. It scrubs the natural covering of your oils in the skin. Now what do? Don't use soap? No. For example, it has been years, even to buy before coming shower naturally. I have those cow soaps, of Multani. There is a Panchagavya, and it is so refreshing. And it's like there is no chemical in that, And it just takes care of that Govigyan Anusandhan Kendra. So you end up using more because it melts rather easily. But once you use that, you cannot touch those ordinary soaps. They are destroying. इसी आपका एक फ्रूट है इधर, एप्पल है. एप्पल जब तक सेफ रहेगा, गिव मी वन फ्रूट हियर, एक फ्रूट दीजिए, जस्ट टू एक्सप्लेन माय पॉइंट. अभी ये एप्पल है ना, ये कितना दिन चलेगा? हाँ, अभी तो मंथ्स हो रहा है. ये इंसेक्ट्स भी नहीं खाते इसको, बिकॉज दे आर स्मार्ट ऑल्सो. Anything is insects eat means it's bona fide. अभी क्या हो रहा है, एक आदमी ने, मैंने वो फोटो भी हमारे बुक में डाला है, drdasa.drDSA.com पे बुक्स. एक आदमी ही picked up McDonald breakfast, or whatever, dinner, lunch, whatever, chips and burger, picked up किया, रख लिया, घर आया, फाइट हो गया दोनों में कुछ बात पे, और कोर्ट टांग दिया. 17 इयर्स के बाद उसको कोर्ट लिया तो देखा तो उसमें वो लंच है, एज इट इज, कोई खाया नहीं था. 17 इयर्स के बाद वो लंच मिला, उसने रखा, वो एज इट इज था, एज इट इज था, वो बायोडिग्रेडेबल भी नहीं है. कौन खाएगा उसको? इंसेक्ट्स, वर्म्स खाएंगे नहीं. उसने फोटो दिया, हमने वो न्यूज़पेपर में आया, हमने किताब में डाल दिया. इट्स नॉट बायोडिग्रेडेबल आल्सो, इट्स अ फ्रेश एज 17 इयर्स पहले. सो द पॉइंट, माय पॉइंट इज, ये एप्पल है, इट विल रिमेन फ्रेश जब तक यू डोंट स्किन इट. वंस यू स्किन इट, तो देन रैपिडली वो खराब हो जाएगा. So skin is the most best protector of any fruit. Same thing, what is the largest organ in our body? Skin. A skin, if you protect, you avoid a lot of problems. And skin requires, there is a whole universe staying on the skin. Healthy bacteria. Your soap washes off everything, you know. So आपको क्या करना है, और जो हेल्थी ऑयल्स होते हैं इसमें, दैट्स व्हाई एनिमल्स डोंट हैव स्किन डिजीजेस, दे नेवर टेक बाथ. जंगल में कहाँ बाथ है, बट दे डोंट स्मेल बैड, यू नो. Colonies are living, so you don't destroy that, you know. So एक बार वो गो विज्ञान अनुसंधान केंद्र का है, नागपुर का, सोप्स है, कामधेनु सोप्स. You will not touch other soaps. And पंचगव्य, it purifies you. शास्त्रों में, पुराणास में, अभी हम I've been researching into Purana. So many sins का expiation क्या है? That is पंचगव्य shower. टेक बाथ विथ, तो एवरी डे हम 2 बार 3 बार कर रहे हैं. दूसरा, सुबह उठते ही हम क्या करते हैं? इतना बड़ा स्कैम है ये तो, बाप रे बाप. जय हरि कृष्ण हरि राम सीता. ये जो स्कैम जितना बड़ा है ब्रशिंग का, अरे वो दे न्यू कि सब लोग ब्रश करना है, सारा प्रॉब्लम उधर से शुरू हो गया. दिस मल्टीनेशनल, अमेरिका में यू कैन सी ना, एवरी टूथपेस्ट इफ इंजेस्टेड कॉल दिस इमरजेंसी नंबर. एवरी टूथपेस्ट हैज दैट स्टैट्यूटरी वार्निंग, इफ इंजेस्टेड कॉल दिस इमरजेंसी नंबर. टूथपेस्ट जो है इतना डेंजरस है. हाउ डिवोटीज का कहाँ गया ब्रेन्स, यू नो. यू टॉक ऑफ भागवतम, यार फिलॉसफी, पहला वो टूथपेस्ट देखना है. सुबह सुबह पॉइजन डालेंगे. आई हैव 5000 पेजेस ऑफ नोट्स, हाउ योर डेंचर्स, डेंटिस्ट्री, हाउ योर इट कनेक्टेड टू एंटायर योर नर्व्स. अरे भक्ति तो नर्व से होगा ना, इधर नर्व से है, और कितना कनेक्शन है बॉडी का उससे, आपका कनेक्टेड है इससे, ये जो है. सो हम, then what do you do? Stop paste? No. Prabhupada has said repeatedly, charcoal, cow dung charcoal, he told that in his letters. Cow dung charcoal, it's antiseptic. So morning में when you put all the sweetened chemical, all acidic things inside, आपका पूरा हेल्थ का खराब करेगा. और क्या है, काउ का जो पाउडर आता है थोड़ा ब्लैक हो जाता है वॉश बेसिन. प्रभु जी, वो वॉश बेसिन बिकम्स ब्लैक. That's right, प्रभु. ठीक है, बॉडी क्या होगा फिर? वॉश बेसिन ही रखो, फिर बॉडी छोड़ दो. तो थोड़ा पानी, you put little water, it goes away, you know. It is highly alkaline, you know. It's ash, and it's antiseptic completely. It's been years I have not used that, you know. So घर में if you don't do, what kind of devotee, how we are devotees then, how different we are, you know, from karmi world. I don't know. Anyway, so हमारा क्या है, ये अच्छा, एक मेरा क्वेश्चन है. I have a question. पूतना, you know, कृष्णा को दूध पिला दिया. So पूतना को दूध पिला दिया, and then Krishna sucked the life force. वो मर गया. All gopis went and lifted Krishna, gave to Mother Yashoda. मदर यशोदा ने उसके बाद वो लोगों ने क्या किया कृष्णा के साथ? काउडंग, नो, गोमूत्र स्नापयित्वा. They didn't take to some pediatric hospital, no. They didn't need pediatric. Their Goshala is a pediatric hospital. Cow is a Devalaya. Cow is the Oshadhalaya and Sikshalaya. University a cow. Krishna studied in which college? Cow college. Right? संदीपनी मुनि वो टाइम पास वो किया, ठीक है. पहला बचपन से तो उधर ही किया। काउ यूनिवर्सिटी में पढ़ा है। काउ इज एजुकेशन, यू कैन लर्न एवरीथिंग। औषधालय, all medicines are possible. Govigyan Kendra is making 150 medicines from cow Panchagavya. 150 medicines which work like औषधालय एंड शिक्षालय एंड देवालय। ये हम मंगला आरती करते हैं। ट्रेडिशनली किसी को टाइम नहीं था मंगला आरती, बिकॉज घर का काम है। यू नो, आई 20 years 25 years back I went, राधा गोविंद जी कहाँ पर है? जयपुर में। ऑपोजिट फोर्ट एक बाइनोक्यूलर था, अभी नहीं है शायद, ऑपोजिट एकदम फोर्ट पे। तो मैंने पूछा ये क्यों लगाया उधर? वो महाराजा वुड सी फ्रॉम बाइनोक्यूलर, दर्शन, मंगला आरती दर्शन विथ बाइनोक्यूलर। फिर उन्होंने कहा बिफोर दैट ही वुड फर्स्ट गो टू गौशाला एंड देन टू गोविंदी, बिकॉज गाय के इधर फोरहेड पे ब्रह्मा विष्णु शिव इज देयर। So even devotees don't know these sciences. You know? So Gomutra Snapayitva, they made him bath with cow urine, because cow urine is antitoxic, or whatever word you have for that. It removes poison. You know, Gomutra Ark, there is a US patent now. तो घर में if you have Gomutra Ark, that family will never have cancer incident. कैंसर और ये बड़ी डिजीजेस आएगा नहीं, किडनी फेलियर कभी नहीं आएगा अगर आप अर्क ले लेते हैं। अर्क क्या है? 2 स्पून अर्क लेना है, हाफ कप ऑफ वाटर में, सुबह फर्स्ट थिंग इन द मॉर्निंग। फर्स्ट थिंग इन द मॉर्निंग आपका पूरा सिस्टम को क्लीन कर देगा। इज अ वंडर इज Gomutra is acid actually, it's a urine, but it's alkaline, you know. It's okay, leave it. Oh, it's leave it, just it's alkaline. तो इस तरह से anyway, I think talking will become tiring. ये दो एक बार मेरे को quickly दो। So on किया उधर। Let's do a 5-minute kirtan. So मेरा point क्या है? I have taken for years this cow urine, you know. So I have personally tried, even now whenever possible I am taking. So that's the point. So cow products, ये जो गौ सेवा है ना, गौ सेवा you see, first chapati, you know, traditional homes, first chapati is for cow and last chapati is for dogs. Shastra says that. Why first chapati, not for Krishna? Because Krishna never eats anything before feeding cow. You know? So that is why you don't have, even today in our homes, This culture is there. First chapati is set aside, second for Krishna in Braj temples. Vrindavan, first chapati for cows, second for no. Brajvasi. Third for Krishna, Thakur ji ko bhog jayega in all the temples of Vrindavan. But we don't know these sciences, you know. So, cow and bulls. I was this friend with PRO of governor, ND Tiwari time. We had good relation. Abhi to governor is a devotee actually now. His grandfather's house, Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur used to stay in Tripura. So present governor is a devotee, by the way. Present Telangana governor, he is a devotee. So that time ND Tiwari was there, you know, who awarded me. A convocation was actually in front of ND Tiwari only awarded us our down. So his PRO was there. One day he was telling me, Swami, ये गौ सेवा इज रियली वर्क्स. हाँ, मैं बोला शास्त्र तो बोलता है सर. बोला हाँ देखो मेरे ये दोनों लड़के यू नो आवारा थे. बाप ऑफिसर है तो एंड वाइफ इज ए सर्जन डॉक्टर इन व्हाट यू कॉल उस्मानिया. सो मॉर्निंग में ड्रॉप करने जाता था. देन आई सा वाइल पासिंग थ्रू बेगम वे मारवाड़ी लोग कुछ गाय को खिला रहे. मैं रोक के 20 rupees grass I started giving. Then I increased to 50 rupees grass. Then I saw that those guys are, their party time is reducing. You know? I saw changes in children. As I am doing Go Seva, there is change here. Today both are in medicine and engineering bola. And I feel this is due to Go Seva, but I can't share it with anybody. So earlier in our culture also, anybody falls sick, before going to doctor, you pray to mother cow that please and feed her something, then take to doctor. Any shadi, any festival, first expenditure अलग कर देंगे गाय का शेयर. अभी कहाँ है, करोड़ों की शादी हो रही है, 11 रुपए गाय को नहीं देते. तो इसलिए क्या हो रहा है, शादियों में झगड़ा हो रहा है ना. कितना दिन चलेगा, वो पंडाल में ही, वो वेन्यू में ही प्रॉब्लम आ जाता है. आई हैव मेनी एग्जाम्पल. बाहर तो बाद में 1 महीना 2 महीना 3 महीना वो तो छोड़ दो. हरे कृष्णा कृष्णा हरे हरे Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama Rama Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So the point is, Krishna is Aradhya Bhagwan Brajeshatam. He is a supremely worshipable deity. But Krishna also worshipping somebody. Cow. So Krishna is Aradhya of cow. Krishna also cow is Aradhya. Krishna आगे आगे, गाय आगे आगे, Krishna पीछे पीछे. So cow seva, now you can't हमारे apartment में, you bring the cow, not possible. Possible नहीं है, but what you can do is सेवा तन मन धन से हो सकता है, either through body, speech or mind. So you can serve in any way. Traditional system was, देखिए एक और हम practice सबको घर में करना है. Go grass. Anybody knows what this is? Go grass. Grass, GRASS नहीं, संस्कृत टर्म है. Go grass. Grass का मतलब संस्कृत में होता है खाना. Go grass का मतलब होता है, ट्रेडिशनली इंडिया में क्या था, बिना गाय की पूजा, बिना गाय का दर्शन. You don't. आज भी गृह प्रवेश में, बिफोर यू एंटर होम, वो ड्रामा के लिए यू ब्रिंग सम काउ, राइट? दैट समथिंग अभी भी चल रहा है, ड्रामा कुछ तो भी है, पीपल डोंट नो. और उसके बाद गाय को भूल जाते हैं. तो मेरा पॉइंट क्या है, हम गाय का थोड़ा इनकम should be set aside for go seva. And I'm not saying ISKCON, because ISKCON already has resources. There are other goshalas, cow shelters. और एक काम करना है, गौ ग्रास का मतलब होता है, अभी हमारा आज सिटी में लास्ट नाइट फ्लू इन सुनील मान सिंह का, डायरेक्टर ऑफ गो विज्ञान केंद्र, फॉर सम मीटिंग इज देयर. ही स्टेज इन टेम्पल होम व्हेनेवर ही इज इन सिटी. तो आज रात को विल कैच अ ट्रेन. उनका नियम है, ही हैज गॉट अ rule. Unless he feeds cow, he will not take water also. He's got a rule. That was actually its system था. तो then I asked, आप तो ट्रेन में जाते हैं, then क्या होगा? बोला cow comes there. If there is a 20-minute stop, I know if I step out quickly, a cow will be waiting for me. So that is his rule. तो हम क्या कर सकते हैं? It's not that you don't have. Earlier every member has to go feed something, then breakfast happens. अभी क्या कर सकते हैं? एक पिगी बैंक लगा सकते हैं घर में. Each member 1 rupee on his behalf you can do 1 rupee, 10 rupee, 100 rupee, whatever. Each member का एक शेयर रहना चाहिए. You put in that piggy bank. Month end you go and buy something or feed something or give money to goshala, whatever. एक ऑप्शन है. दूसरा है, you have 5 members. How many members in your family? 2. So 2 मुट्ठी grain you can say put in that box every day for first thing. फिर month end में you go and give to some goshala, whatever, right? So go grass means daily you are acknowledging. You know America, who built America? Bulls. Bull power built America. I'm not saying, I quoted in my works, America was built by bull power. not by horsepower. So human society, अभी ट्रैक्टर आ गया है. How does it belong? इसलिए चैतन्य महाप्रभु, you know what he said to चांद काजी? First thing, चेतन चरितामृत में है. Now, how come your religion is killing mother and father? Cow is mother because milk, and bull is father because plows the land, produces land. Oh, I have got a tractor father now. But वो ट्रैक्टर फादर कब तक है? जब तक पेट्रोलियम है. Once you run out, your tractor will not be useful. The bull is a father. चैतन्य महाप्रभु बोला, I am not saying. How come you killing them? So हमको क्या है? We have to think, कि कुछ सेवा should be part of daily life. गाय से you cannot have bhakti Krishna without cow. हो सकता है? Can you think of Krishna without cow? Okay, so before I proceed, अभी कितना हुआ है? थोड़ा will any questions I'll take before that. Any doubts, question? Yes, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna, Dhanavad Pranam Prabhu. Extremely
What's your
grateful.
name, Prabhu?
My name is Satya Devata Prabhu.
Satya?
Satya Devata is my last name.
Okay.
Prabhu, very fortunate to hear. Actually, I was thinking we'll hear Krishna Katha, but you gave most important thing about health and how do we need to conscious. Lot of points you gave and they were very intriguing. But I was little puzzled on some areas. What is the solution? Some points you raised as saying that they're dangerous. Some areas you are able to give, but for some areas, what's the solution? Is there some kind of
Like any area,
guide?
now you tell me which area you need solution. Like example?
For example, for rice, you were mentioning there are many alternatives.
Yes.
How do we know what are the rice alternatives? Is there some list which you prepared, Prabhu?
Yes.
Like that?
If I gave one shop named Emerald in Tangband, Lower
Yes, I know
Tangband,
Emerald, Prabhu, from my hometown.
They are selling those at least 40 varieties of rice. Half polished, hand polished rice.
Yes.
So that is one solution. Then online now, so much is available online. Traditional, like Two Brother Farm, this biobasics.com. So much online is available.
In the sense like, we also really don't know, even though there are, for example, organic has become a big thing now, Prabhu, in vegetables and all.
Yes.
But again, we are not able to trust the organic vegetables,
Like,
organic milk, we are not able to trust.
Point क्या है? Blind uncle better than no uncle. So trusting means there is certification is there.
Okay.
There is organic certification. There is international standards are there.
Okay.
Some fellow may be cheating, but generally big companies are good.
Understand.
So there is organic certification is there. We can look for that certification. That will solve some of it.
are also explaining about millets
Yes.
and other things. Basically,
Yes.
you are telling that for rice you gave an alternatives. You are explaining about millets.
Yes.
So millets are more healthier and more better than rice, Prabhu?
Anytime, because millets are what world was eating. Right, wheat and it's not so much. Whole world was eating millets only. Rough grains.
What were we eating, Prabhu, traditionally? 5,000
Traditionally, whole world was eating traditional millets were the original grains. Original grains were millets only. Now there is a proliferation of rice and wheat. Primarily diet has become rice and wheat. That is why diseases are there. So if you just go back to, you never have disease. Ramdev Baba can at this age 70 can run backwards faster than you can run forward. He always says, I don't take rice, I don't take wheat.
Understand.
So there is alternatives now, lot of alternatives. So then we avoid, Huh?
Yes, Prabhu.
Any other points?
Yeah, thank you, Prabhu. I'm just passing
yes,
on the mic.
Yeah.
So I wanted to just check with you. I go to this shop near opposite to this old Usmania Hospital, Mushirabad Jail. Arogya
That
Rahasya.
Arogya Rahasya, yes.
That is also authentic, right? Prabhuji? I know him very well.
Patelji is good.
Yes.
He's genuine, interested person.
Yeah, very, very interested person. Last 5 years I go there and he used to give me free Senda Namak also for the cows. So just le jao Prabhuji, gayon ke liye hai. So can I tell this to everyone? Prabhuji?
Yeah.
So there are 2 stores, Prabhuji and Mataji. At least there may be more. One is Emerald. And second is this Arogya Rahasya, which is opposite to
Gandhi Hospital.
Which is opposite to Gandhi Hospital. You know how big the shop is? It is 6 times this hall, at least, and 2-story. And he actually wanted to open a store in this side of the city also, but because he is not that greedy, doesn't want to work too much, he just kept it there. So if people want to get alternative, really good things like Prabhuji is telling, there are options. Our biggest problem is we don't want to come out of our house. That is laziness. Laziness is the biggest disease. Maybe Prabhuji can give a little purport on that.
Yeah, we don't think actually. We don't want to use brain, So, no problem. Otherwise, there are options. Yes, Prabhu. Next. Yeah, please.
Mataji also
You can just quickly ask. Without mic, you can ask. It's okay. Time. I'll amplify your question, please.
Can you please have a small list of on table what you have told about the shop so that everybody benefits?
So now I have showed some points. Those that somebody must have noted down. They can share in the groups also. So घर के अंदर those things should not come. We are raising standard of cars. We are raising standard of apartments. Food is all crappy. How happiness will be there? Haji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Yeah.
So for groceries, you have suggested something, but we need vegetables on a daily basis. So there are many organic shops near our place, but we can't trust everybody. So vegetables we don't get fresh on a daily basis. So even weekly is difficult in our place.
You see, just like in Secunderabad, we have Ramanujam, that Center for Sustainable CSA. Sustainable agriculture. Sahaj Aharam is a brand.
Yeah, I used to get from those only, Prabhuji. But
if you cook, you will know.
Yeah.
That it is different.
Yeah, I have been using it for many years. From past 1-2 years, all the vegetables are not coming, Prabhuji. So once in a week, I used to get. So from last,
whatever available organic, rest you can try non-organic.
oh, yeah.
Big basket, or you search. Hunting karna padega, jaisa like earlier forest hunters, they would go hunting for food, That's called hunting and gathering, hunter-gatherer. So we should go around, look for, somewhere, and if, of course, we can't guarantee, but something better, hopefully,
Yeah. After much R&D, I found that Sahaja is very trustworthy. So I have been using it very long time.
So that is, I think,
Yeah.
so it's worth giving it a try.
Okay, thank you, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Yes.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam. Thank you for the wonderful class. I want to ask, because you were talking about Sattvic movement. So I was seeing her one of the videos. She's using coconut milk.
Yes.
So is coconut milk is better than the dairy? Like we as a devotee, we give so much value to milk, cow milk.
Yeah, better than commercial milk.
Okay.
But if you have ahimsa, genuine milk,
Yes, cruelty free. Yeah.
there is nothing can compare to what mother cow can give. So you need animal fats, animal proteins. The mother cow is a must, but compared to outside commercial production today, it's far better. Very nice. So if you can get some proper goshalas and milk, protected cows, that is any day will be better than all. So vegan, they are now of course officially vegan people. Vegans have a point. But again, it is not an eternal philosophy. Veganism is not actually, you need animal connection. So, but आज के तारीख में what do you do? You know, commercial, all diseases are also due to commercial dairy. So I think if you can't find, then go for almond milk.
Yeah.
You can make at home, or coconut milk is always better. Huh? Nazi.
Because we were using cruelty free milk in which Melbourne Temple produced.
Acha.
So we were using for 7 years. Now we will find here.
No, you
But-
can find, you search. There are suppliers now, costly but worth it. Yes, Prabhu. एक बार. Okay. आप पूछिए. I'll amplify. You just ask like. Yeah. Okay. Yes.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Which animal is drinking other animals' milk, Prabhuji? Only human only drinking other animals' milk.
Yeah. You see, human is doing. Which animal is wearing cloths?
That is what.
Which animal is building skyscrapers?
Yeah.
Which animal is studying Shastra? So human are different. All animals have tails. We don't have tails. You understand? So we are not an animal. We are animal in one sense, but we are more than animal. So we talk of Krishna's arrangement. Krishna gave domesticated animals. See, there are wild population, wild life, and there is domestic life. So every culture in the world, till time immemorial, has domestic animal support. Horses, camels. Now if you go Middle East, they 1 month they can stay on camel milk. And that camel only you have to feed water once in 15 days or 20 days. So camel urine, camel urine is a big medicinal thing. In Saudi supermarkets, you Google up, camel urine will be sold. Like Goarka, camel urine. So animal milk, horse milk, donkey milk, old city, donkey milk, 1 spoon is 50 rupees. If you have asthma, cold, 2-3 वो चम्मच ले लिया donkey milk, तो asthma वो cold will get cured. So milk, now human cow milk was recommended because we have to think. Prabhupada said Prabhupada is saying finer tissues of brain are formed from the cow milk. Man has to think. Why people have become dumbed down now? Because there is no dairy there. Dumbing down is happening, dairy nahi hai. Ramkosam, people have no brains today. So, cow milk means lovingly. Now we want Krishna Prem. How many want Krishna Prem? Then, that prema is in the cow milk. You know how cow is affectionate to calf. If you take away calf for half an hour, cow will go mad. So milk is filled with that prema. That is why, because after chanting so many years, we are not feeling any emotion. Because that prema food we are not eating. We are eating all that violent food. Dangerous, violent, criminal food. So our consciousness, cooking with love with Krishna. No, it has to be grown with love. It has to be harvested with love. It has to be sown with love. That's why Prabhupada wanted farm projects. Now we have a 30-acre almost Ahobilam we have purchased our temple just last month. Farm project will make a nice farm project. You are all welcome to visit. So इसलिए human life में it's Krishna's arrangement. Okay? हाँ जी. Yeah, next question please. हाँ, yeah, बोलिए. नहीं ऐसे मैं I will tell without my. हाँ, okay. हाँ.
एक बार भक्ति चारू कोई सोलिंग उस भक्ति चारू महाराज की क्लास में उन्होंने कहा था, एक पॉइंट आपने बोला वो पंचगव्य साबुन एंड
हाँ।
ऑर्गेनिक साबुन.
हाँ।
देयर इज लॉट ऑफ साबुन्स वेयर वी हैव तुलसी.
हाँ, तो
So-
उसमें तुलसी नहीं रहता. हम जो बोल रहे हैं तुलसी अच्छा नहीं है. Tulsi cannot be used, you know.
Yes.
That's an offense. We should not use. What I am recommending, because I have no tulsis, you know.
So we need to be careful whenever we
Tulsi
are.
नहीं रहना है. Right. Next. Yeah. Yeah. You just ask the question. कोई बात नहीं.
Brown sugar.
हाँ, brown sugar.
Brown sugar is it how?
Brown sugar भी ड्रामा है. क्या होता है? What they do is first they refine. सुनिए, first they will refine. తర్వాత కొంచెం molasses add back చేస్తారు. Just to make it little brown. So brown sugar won't do much. There is trace elements. Brown jaggery powder is best. Mishri also has trace element. Mishri is better. Mishri is better than white sugar. But again, it only has a trace. Best is jaggery powder. But
देसी खांड
देशी खांड is okay, चलता है वो भी, वो ठीक है, better है. लेकिन अगर वो केमिकल है कि नहीं, जनरली खांड बहुत पोल्यूट हो गया है. खांड बहुत पोल्यूटेड. कंट्री शुगर इट्स कॉल्ड, देसी शुगर. सो वेरी पोल्यूटेड नाउ. डेट्स आर वेरी गुड. देखिए, डेट्स का ऐसा है, ड्राई फ्रूट्स, नट्स, जिंदगी में मस्ट रहना है. डेट इज कॉल्ड फ्रूट फ्रॉम अल्लाह's गार्डन. अल्लाह का दिया हुआ एक फ्रूट है डेट्स. देखिए, जो टेररिस्ट लोग होते हैं ना, वो months on they can survive on dry fruits, dates and other nuts. months on आपको कुछ नहीं खाना है. एक मुट्ठी भर दिन में 2 बार खा लिए कुछ ये चीज, बादाम, आलमंड्स और डेट्स और ये सब, अलगोजा, आप यू कैन सर्वाइव फॉर months. So they will have ammunition. टेररिस्ट लोग, कश्मीरी जो बॉम्बे में था, टेररिस्ट लोग, सबके पास डेट्स और ड्राई फ्रूट का पैकेज था. दे कैन होल्ड ऑन फॉर मंथ्स टुगेदर just on those dry fruits. So ये soaked dry fruits are very important. And ये जो है सुमेधसा, यजंती ही सुमेधसा, कृष्ण वर्णम तसा संगोपांगा पार्षदम यज्ञ संकीर्तन प्रायस. सुमेधसा, to become sankirtana yajna you need sumedha. This cow ghee will go sumedha, and then this akhrot, that is walnut, it is shape is like brain, you know. So it is very good for that oil when you eat. That is good for brain. So this is all so important, you know. And then Ayurvedic medicines, wonders that they are doing. I know a doctor. I know many doctors, of course, in India. But Corona, not one patient died. We were following him. All preemptive medicine, not one patient of his died. Dr. J. Krishna. So point is, so much is science available हमारे यहाँ पे. Yesterday our boy, one brahmachari, had that coughing and sneezing and feverish. I gave him Mahasudarshan Dhanbatti और गिलोय. बोला दो ले लो. He was not believe. He's a young boy. But I saw skepticism, you know, in his eyes. मैं बोला ट्राई करो. 1 घंटे बाद कैसा हो? वो प्रभु बहुत अच्छा लग रहा है. तो सुदर्शन घनबट्टी, तो ये सब हमारे साइंसेस थे. We are just take what you call डोलो. Anyway, so मेरा ये पॉइंट था, सब चीजें हमारे पास अवेलेबल है. Any other points? Yes.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dhammat Pranam. What is the best solution for alternative toothpaste, Prabhuji?
Cow manjana, I forgot to tell you, there is a cow powders are available. They make out of Panchagavya powders. So for years now I am using them. I have not touched all these dangerous foreign, because all this, why they make this paste? To make all those dental colleges and mental colleges, and you know, वो सारा your health problem starts with morning. That's how they made. Earlier there was never a dentistry anywhere. Traditional cultures don't have. Prabhupada said, why tiger has no dental issue? Prabhupada bola hai. Tiger never goes to dentist. You can search in Prabhupada. Because they eat natural. So dentists, all this due to pastes, So cow powder is available. Godant manjan. Powders are available. The powder, other things they burn. And herbs, and that is a powder. It's blackish. So you have to use more water in bath basin to clean. Faruqi and all, the better than others, that has tobacco in it. Faruqi has tobacco, So they are little more. Cow is best. Prabhupada said that also. He said burn cow dung and just burn it and use it, and Prabhupada said that. Highly antiseptic.
Prabhuji, one more thing. Our ancestors are saying like our fingers are the best brush to
Which
clean. Our fingers are the best brush for teeth.
Okay, yes.
So if you are using
you use with fingers, no problem. And these twigs were there. Prabhupada was using babul twigs, neem twigs. Never there was all these big dental colleges and specialities. You don't need that. Yes, आपका इनका question. Where?
What about Patanjali? And all
Patanjali is a polished version of Colgate. So it's the same family. It won't help. All these are again they are trying to polish कर दे रहा है, branding कर दे रहा है. You have to come out of that because the same sugar, same chemical. They are adding something. No, go for different. Go cow is the best natural. Otherwise, go for twigs, neem twigs, ye twigs ले लो. Yes, Prabhu.
Prabhuji, for milk, which one we have to? A2 they tell.
A2 milk आप search करो. A desi cow milk supply.
They tell milk is also A2 milk is also mixed with water.
नहीं ऐसा नहीं. अच्छी जगह जाएंगे तो water है तो problem नहीं है.
Hare Krishna. Bro, I'll just take 1 minute to give an alternative. I know many. See, I'll tell you, biggest problem is laziness, Prabhuji and Mataji. We have to get out of our houses. I spend 8 hours every week just to make sure my family gets good milk and good vegetables. 8 hours. Every Sunday morning I go to my Goshala. Okay, I have a small Goshala. You might tell, Prabhu, I don't have a Goshala. Right? But the point is, there is a connection. Okay, I'll tell you something that I have done. Briefly I'll tell. Later maybe I'll tell in detail. I have connected villages to the city. Right? How? In the last 5 years, 6 farmers have been revived. 6 farmers. They are living on an income which have connected from farmer to the city. Of course, I get some part of it, which I use for my own Goseva. That's a different thing. But the point is what? Those farmers, they don't tie the cows. They send them out for grazing. And they are pure desi cows. And the milk comes to your house 3 times in a week. I'm not saying this is a business idea I'm giving. But I'm telling what I'm doing. You can also repeat. This is not a scalable model. I cannot go to 7th farmer. I'm done with my 6 farmers and my house is getting. Right? If you are interested, send me a message or talk to my wife. If you are in that community where the milk is coming, you can also take. Right? So that alternative I'm giving you. Apart from that, once I went to this Prabhuji's place, he told, Prabhu, I live in Chandanagar. Can you send there? I said, no. Why don't you go and start the same thing that I have started? Go to a village, talk to 2-3 farmers, buy them a cow, tell them that we will take your milk, we will transport it to our house, you take the pain of bringing the milk to your house, he will be very happy to take care of the cow. See, the problem is we people, whatever nonsense education we have taken, now we can't go and live in villages. Now you can't become a farmer. Forget about that dream. But if you can allow a farmer to be a farmer, by encouraging a farmer to be a farmer, right? By giving him that money, he will take care of it. But you have to take the pain of getting the milk to your house. That is something that at least my family is happy. Like Prabhuji's family, that Praveen Prabhu's family, we all take milk. It's costly. Now don't go and negotiate when, why this milk is so costly. I simply tell you, don't take. No, because I don't have time to explain how important it is. Prabhuji explained for 2 hours. Still if we are thinking, प्रभु जी देखेंगे तब तो देखेंगे यमराज को ही देखेंगे और कुछ नहीं देखेंगे There's nothing else you can do. You know, how much can one educate? You know, sometimes these days I'm also selling vegetables. Prabhuji, you know what is a complaint I receive? हमारे वेजिटेबल में कीड़ा है, तो अच्छा है ना? कीड़ा क्या खाता है? जो वेजिटेबल अच्छा है वही खाता है, right? Now, Prabhuji, you only send palak, so eat palak na? Palak pappu, palak fry, palak paneer, palak this. 5 days in a week eat palak only. Like Prabhuji told, whatever you have, eat it. Prabhu, I want variety of vegetables. I want from palak to, you know, capsicum to yellow capsicum to brown capsicum. I don't know. Why do you want all those things? Eat kira, eat dosakai, eat sorakai, eat potlakai. You know, eat our local breeds, right? If you want to plant, in the same shop that Prabhuji told, they also sell seeds, right? Emerald. They also, I bought those seeds from there. Some of them I'm using hybrid. Most of them I'm using this also. You can do in your balcony. What is the use of that balcony? Anyway, you will not see. Go outside and see anywhere. Your work is so horrible. You will not go into your balconies. Use that balcony for growing some vegetables. Now, what is stopping you? Right? There are some vegetables you can plant everywhere. You know, effort we have to put. If you are not putting that effort, you say, Prabhuji, acha bola. Oh, emerald wala, can you bring that things here? That is the situation we are in. You know. Sorry, Prabhu, I'm getting frustrated to say that, but you have to get out of your house. You want to save your families, even to progress in bhakti, you need good health. That is what, you know. Are we all grateful for Prabhuji to bring up this topic? And my humble request, Prabhuji, is, you know, there are a lot of, we call this not gachiboli, we call it pichiboli now. You know, most mental people stay here. Lot of money, but they don't have brains. So, in so many gated communities, we are preaching, Prabhuji. If we all can organize, you know, some time in your satsang, and we can invite Prabhuji, if you can spare your time, hundreds of families can be saved, you know, just by taking this education. I'm sure, yeah.
I continue, and then I'll add something.
Yeah, please go ahead. I'm done.
This, you see, this is food. Bhakti is not something you just do. Bhakti requires we are conditioned. We are called conditioned souls. Conditioned soul means our bhakti also depends on certain condition. Prabhupada said, "Evam prasanna manaso bhagavad bhakti yogas." So why Prabhupada bole prasanna manaso word is there? Bhakti cannot happen in disturbed mind. Bhakti requires a peaceful society, peaceful civilization. Even prasanna manasa. So bhakti is not just you do something. Bhakti ke liye, that is why you need if your body is filled with poisons and issues, body is a form. So another thing I like to add two things, that sleep, there is one important thing. This problem today is related to sleep. अरे हम तो सब सोते हैं नहीं. Sleep is what happens before 12 o'clock. That is count twice. और जो sleep 12 बजे के बाद में है, that counts half. तो ये जो लाइट पोल्यूशन जो है सबको पता है अबाउट एयर पोल्यूशन, वाटर पोल्यूशन, सॉइल पोल्यूशन. वी आर नॉट टॉकिंग ऑफ लाइट पोल्यूशन बिकॉज द आर्टिफिशियल लाइटिंग हैज डिस्ट्रॉयड एवरीथिंग. हमारा घर आफ्टर सनसेट शुड बी वेरी लिटिल वेल लिट. वेस्ट यू हैव सीन पीपल हैव जस्ट वन हॉल में one lamp is on in the corner. It's very dim lighting. We have all fluorescent lighting in India. There it's all very focused, very dim, very area-wise. Those houses are selective lighting. Why lighting का problem है? Body has to know कि रात दिन हो गया है. Time to produce melatonin, serotonin, sleep hormones production नहीं होगा. ये body को confuse कर देंगे. So इसके लिए हमको, और sleep माने 9 to 10 is the time, 10 is the dead point. Because भक्ति में सब्जी मार्केट होता है, हाट. You go after the market, you only find some rotten things. Bhakti market closes at 6 o'clock in the morning. Opens at 4 o'clock, 3:30 और by 5:30 ये market बंद हो जाता है. दिन में आप कुछ भी कर लो. So that requires early rest. So there are serious devotees who are go to bed by 8:30, 8 o'clock, get up at 1:30 to 9 o'clock. Of course, I'm not saying ourselves, we have issues. We have national, international issues. So for us, it's also a challenge. But I'm saying everything is a function of sleep. Body can only, I will be writing books on these because whole society is suffering due to it's a sleepless civilization. All your health, immunity, your mental health, brain requires all filing is done when you go into sleep, REM. Body starts function 10 o'clock ho, your 10 to 10:30 gallbladder opens. Then body servicing start. अभी ये क्लीनिंग कब होगा ये हॉल का? आई वांट टू आस्क ए क्वेश्चन. आफ्टर यू ऑल गो बैक देन तो क्लीनिंग होगा ना. अभी सारी रात हम लेक्चर सुनेंगे तो क्लीनिंग कब होगा? वैसा ही व्हेन यू स्लीप दैट्स हाउ बॉडी टेक्स क्लीनिंग टेक्स ओवर, रिपेयर टेक्स ओवर, ऑल दैट मेंटेनेंस थिंग्स स्टार्ट. लीवर का between 1:32 there is timing, biological clock. There is intestine का 3:30 से start होता है. That's why you should be go into washroom. कुछ नहीं है अभी तो midnight बिरयानी और रात night life तो कहाँ से health होगा? They are mentally gone. They are physically gone. So sleep is something which is a must, foundation of your mental and physical, emotional health. So sleep we should not compromise. So we get up for Mangala Aarti. Why not enforcing in our movement? Brahmacharis are sick. Because we are enforcing early rising, not enforcing early sleep. We are not Rup Goswamis. 2 hours sleep. The conditioned souls. Okay? Quickly, without much. Boli.
So we are doing so many small things. Shouldn't we go to government and say that do at mass scale, which will benefit everyone? So we are trying to do something here, something
then
there.
I'll just add one more point and then
Prabhuji.
And he's asking why not go to government and do mass scale? Because nobody wants it. Nobody wants the truth. Everybody wants. It's a Vanchaka Vanchita Sampradaya. Do you know the meaning? Word of cheaters and cheated. People want to be cheated. People want bluffing. Nobody wants the truth. So people will be bluffed. They want to be cheated. Acha, you talk of nice remedy. No, they'll go to corporate hospital and spend lakhs of rupees. They don't want. Nobody wants truth. Hitler said, a smaller lie, it is easier to peddle a bigger lie than a smaller lie. So masses are not looking for truth. You try to stand in election, and a gunda will stand in election. Who will get the votes? So they don't want. So that at least save yourself. That's what we are,
Like Sikkim already has fully organic. Sikkim.
और प्रॉब्लम क्या है देखिए, इट इज अ लॉबी. दिस इज अ लॉबी, क्या फर्टिलाइजर लॉबी, पेस्टिसाइड लॉबी, एंड health is a organized mass robbery. If people become healthy, what will happen of trillions of dollars of investment? If war stop, what will happen to industrial war economies? There is money in not happiness and peace. There is money in death and destruction and disease. So they don't want you to be happy, peaceful and healthy. They want you to be dead and diseased and disturbed and fight. So that is how the world is controlled. I have done my book, drdasa.com, drdsa.com, you can download. Corporatocracy. So all this is demoniac, that is a demoniac civilization. And we are happy to be part of it. That's why Prabhupada wanted devotees to base in a new mode of life he gave, In those times, he was visionary, right? So, yes, Prabhu, quickly, yeah.
You can touch on the water as well.
Yeah, water, we see whole water, this RO is so dangerous. Again, I where do you then find water? So, water को क्या करना है? Water is acidic now. All these RO waters are highly acidic. These alkaline people are spending lakhs on it. What I do, my personal water, because now we have a Ahobalam farm, we'll be regularly going there. So I'll be bringing water for at least our consumption, my consumption. Manik, just keep in the car 2-3 cans, it will survive for 5-10 days. But what you can do is, water के लिए best चीज है, cow dung ash मिलता है. I order on Heta Dairy on Amazon, cow dung ash. This is so antiseptic, and this is so antibacterial, and this is so alkaline. That is a alkalinity of 8-9 in this ash, So 1 drum, and the plastic, if I talk, it will be up till morning. So shift to these drums, steel drum, whatever plastic, shift to steel drum. Then I add 2 spoons of that cow dung ash. So somebody came, a devotee, Arey Prabhu, you are not cleaning your drum. It's so dirty. I said, no. We clean, but there is ash here. But when your ash is settled down, it's not floating. So that water has become alkaline. Hetha Organics has some nice products also. Cow dung ash is available. So ये cow dung चीजें सब बहुत wonderful काम करती हैं. Okay. And the last point I'll add, of course, GTs have to be. This is an important point. When did you service your car last? 3 months back. आपने? 2 months back. यंत्र रूढ़ानी माया, ये शरीर जो यंत्र, इसका सर्विसिंग कब कराए? When was the last you did? एकादशी को सर्विस नहीं होता. Ekadashi is not a service. Fasting though is a must. That is the problem. We have to go for proper servicing. Takes minimum 1 week. Nature Cure hospitals. Panchakarma is another service. Oh, we are so car time date is over. Car ka servicing. What about this car? That is the problem. You are how old you are, Prabhu? 30 years, have you not done one servicing at all? You did? And yourself, Prabhu, how old are you? 50. Any time you did yourself? 50 years say, you see, if you go, I tell you, if you go servicing, I have the photos right here. If I show you, your dinner will be spoiled. Isliye I am not going to show. I have right here. I have experimented. When they go for servicing and there is extraction, so many things come out. Fluorescent green. There are stones which come out from gallbladder. It's like 1 kg of stones people come. इतने चीजें accumulated है body में. That's a problem. You clean the body, all diseases will go. So servicing once a year body का कराना चाहिए. Take 1 week off. थोड़ा पे कट हो जाएगा, क्या होगा? Showroom for servicing is, service centers are, there are Nature Cure hospitals. They'll give you very light food that time. Of course, first time I went to Lonavala, when Nature Cure is there, simple, it doesn't require much. I fasted for 10 days. So what happened was, first day I felt little hungry, natural, second day little. Third day say, you feel like somebody is eating, you feel like vomiting, how this fellow is eating. And I am on the first floor, I feel like I should not use staircase, I can fly actually. So much energy. So they give enema, they give massages. Enema is a must, cleaning the body. For body goes into cleaning mode, then your hunger is gone. And then 10th day hunger started coming back when body was clean. So all these things are, we are not doing. And then some, we popping pills. So cleaning takes care of so much thing. Then 4th day, 5th day, my mind was so sattvic. I could focus like chant like 8 hours without even, so much I was peaceful, at peace. And then after that cleaning for months together, I couldn't handle spices much because sattvic ho gaya dimag. The spices I didn't like. For several days I wanted without salt. Just boiled sabji and chapati was so. So like that, we should be doing, Kuch cheezein hai. Yeah, quickly. Name is called Detox Program by Nature Cure Hospitals. They have weekly detox, they have many Nature Cure nowadays, very common. Government Nature Cure, Hyderabad famous. 80s, 90s, all our GBCs used to come at Amirpet Nature Cure Hospital for detox. That is a Nature Cure famous government hospital. Our GBCs used to come in 80s, all here only. Okay.
Can we visit your farmhouse?
That is just now bought. It's a developed farmhouse, but we are starting something now very interesting. We should do in Ahobalam. It's a very interesting area. Yeah, so you visit that place and see, and for devotees especially, we'll make all the facilities there. Yes, Prabhu, quickly.
Regarding sleep, Prabhuji, what is the best time to sleep and how much time to sleep?
Sleep has to be done. Yama, there is a 3. Night in Sanskrit is called Triyama. Night in Sanskrit is called Triyama, means 3 yama, and yam is 3 hours. Night starts with sunset. So sunset starts your night, and then you have to start with. So night, within end of first yama or beginning of second yama is the last you can sleep. So 9 o'clock, 9 between 10 is a must if you want good health and mind. And then naturally you can wake up by 4:35. So Brahma Muhurta is a very important area for human being. Brahma Muhurta is 1 hour 48 minutes before sunrise, 2 Muhurtas before sunrise. So that is Brahma Muhurta, 1 hour 36 minutes before sunrise, 1 hour 36 minutes. So we wake up before that. And if you sleep in time, 6 hours is more than enough. Because before 12 o'clock, in Ayurveda, it counts twice. It has an impact of twice. Okay? All right.
So, how many times do you suggest eating in a day, and could you throw some light on dinner, like what would be the best time for dinner?
You see, dinner, business has to, both important point है. You have seen birds. कभी कभी आपका ledge में balcony में आ जाता bird evening में. Try feeding it anytime. Place the food, bird will touch. No food or water after sunset. Birds, beasts. Sunrise पे वो खाएगा. That's why they don't need hospitals. So your digestive power starts with sunrise, peaks at noon time, and with the sun setting, your digestive power also goes down. This Jatragni is controlled by sun. So your biggest meal should be your lunch. Take something light in the evening. Traditional culture, entire world, they were before sunset, they were eating. And there was no system of, because after sunset, sunlight, you didn't have lights. There was animal. They had no option but to sleep. You can't do anything after sunset with those lanterns, So people were early to bed, early to rise makes one. See, not only healthy, wealthy. And wise means brain also. So, that's the point. So you should not eat when you are not hungry. Eat when you are hungry. Body will ask, then give. So eating too many times is not good. Prabhupada said, योगी खाए एक बार, भोगी खाए दो बार, रोगी खाए तीन बार. So those that 65, 66, So all devotees are like evening prasad, like Prabhupada said, kya hua? No, you told. So not like that. Overnight you don't become yogi, So like that, So and if you don't eat refined things, they'll stay longer. Your hunger will be, if you eat rough grains, millets, you won't feel hungry. That is Omad now. One meal a day, he is serving this fellow, Emerald, as a service area. They cook all organic and rough thing, very nice, for 200, whatever, 150. You eat that meal, you won't be hungry next day. No onion, garlic, it's offered to, of course, we told him to offer to Jagan, Narayana now. And so that very sattvic, cooked in pots, brass pots, you won't feel hungry night. So that was the system. Eat proper. All these refined things makes us spikes in blood sugar, makes us hungry. Cravings come from that. Okay. All right, Prabhu. So
Any concluding words?
yeah. So anyway, you see, world situation will get worsen and worsen, and my things are, all these books are available, drdasa.com, whatever. There's a lot of stuff available. So available free. We don't sell, people sell, download, print and sell, but we don't do that. So anyway, life is, situation is very critical, and there are a lot of things we could have spoken, but anyway, I have covered most of the areas. While driving, I was thinking of, we have covered that. Okay. So please read more and more Prabhupada books and hear his lectures also. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna. Hare Hare. Hare Ram. Hare Ram. Ram Ram. Hare Hare. So Srila Prabhupada, Prabhuji started saying in every letter, he said that, I hope I am seeing you in good health. So if you want to really reciprocate to Prabhuji, next time when Prabhuji comes, he should see all of us in good health. So Prabhuji,
you already all look very bright and healthy. So.
Have you ever wondered why software people earn a lot? Because Lakshmi Devi knows we'll get so many diseases.
And they have to spend.
They have to spend. Right? I'm not kidding. That is the reason we are getting more salary. Don't think I'm too intelligent. My face value is so good. I'm getting your face value. You only see in the mirror, you'll know. We are getting more money so that we can fix our problems that we are getting by more money. Right? Money is not a problem. How we are spending is a problem. Prabhuji and Matajis, all of us are capable of getting the right things to our house. And Prabhuji has given one full evening. Prabhuji could have spoken so many things from Bhagavad, from Chaitanya Charitamrita, but Prabhuji spoke the most essential thing. That's why the lecture name is also Holistic Krishna Consciousness, where we invest our time in becoming healthy. A lot of people have written, Prabhu, you become healthy. Even I have to become healthy. I'm talking about health, right? So, and we have Shalu Mataji here. Can you stand up, Mataji? Yeah. So she is the representative of Sattvic movement in Hyderabad.
You can inform Subha that okay. You are in touch with Subha? Okay. Okay. Brother got married. Vinod Prabhu had called me up that I said we had our ICC meeting. Same day, 2nd April was Nikit, what is his name? That is, her brother's marriage was there. So tell him that. Yeah, they are devotees. Vinod was also a brahmachari for some time.
Because I saw they attended her classes. And she has shown some pictures of the childhood. She had Tilak and she was chanting.
So they are quite Krishna. He was
Yeah.
ISKCON connected.
So we should take advantage of these kind of lectures. Very important, essential. And you can go to Prabhuji's website. I'll tell you a very good vacation once in a month, right? You want to go one healthy vacation once in a month, which is also healthy. Go out of Pichiboli, take a left, go towards Sikandrabad, take darshan of Radha Gopinath. From there, take a right, go towards Arogya Rahasya shop. From there, go forward, take a right, go towards, Emerald shop. Take nice things from there, come back and attend satsang here. Haribol, that's your way.
And the last point I would add, that reminds me of something. What best thing you can give to kids, connect them to nature. If you can afford, invest in some remote plot, 1,000 yard, 500 yard, grow something, ask a villager, let them be Jameen pe earthing, we have not done earthing for years together. हमारा earthing नहीं हुआ है. Barefoot जमीन पे walking नहीं किया. Now in America, for disabled, for special needs children, they have classroom with mud connected to ground. Giving them earthing manages them easier, easily manageable हो जाता. So best thing you can do is have a plot. So weekends you can drive there, 160, 80 kilometers, spend a night there. Even there's cricket noise, that noise is required for brain work, brain to survive. You need that noise while sleeping, whatever ching, 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 that night sound. So that is the best thing you can do for your family. Have 1,000 yard, do something, yeah.
Hare Krishna.
For the cricket part, now we are harvesting crickets for the coach.
Yeah, that is okay.
Hare Krishna. So let us thank His Grace Sahadev Prabhu for giving his evening here. Heartfeltly, he has given every single word that Prabhuji spoke is going to help us in a holistic way and is going to help us in bhakti. We want to hear more from Prabhuji, and Prabhuji has written so many books. Prabhuji is a whole library of books he has written. They are all freely available, and you can go to ISKCON Sikandrabad temple. They are also available in the store there.
No, not available.
Not available now? Hare Krishna, sorry.
But
Last time I had come, I had
downloadable.
seen. Okay. Hare Krishna. Yeah, I have bought quite so many books from one bookstall once.
They are available or download. You can
Download.
read online.
Haribol. So let us thank Prabhuji heartfeltly. Let us pray for each other's health also, and also for Prabhuji's health. So that he continues to give this message to the world, in the world of ISKCON. And as I said it before, there is a whole ICC forum, which is one of the biggest, as close with working with GBC, and Prabhuji is the chairman for ICC of entire ISKCON. So it's such a dignitary personality who is speaking this important message to all of us. So let us thank him for bringing Prabhupada's message, his heartfelt compassion to all of our families by 3 loudest heartfelt Hare Krishna mantras. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare.
So please, every complex. Prabhupada said there was London, very important point.
Yes.
London, he was very sick, 77, he just visited. And somehow there was a malfunctioning. And Prabhupada was coughing, he was feverish, and he sat down for it. When they heard click, click, that servant got up. And rushed, Prabhupada, you are not well, you should be resting now. He just put some chadar and he was shivering and he was, trying to translate. Then he saw one ant going, on the table. He said, as long as this is not liberated, I have no rest.
Hare Krishna.
So as long as you don't have satsang in every society of your Western Hyderabad,
Yes.
you have no rest.
Haribol. I would like to just take 1 minute. Praveen Prabhu and Somataji, please get up. They are preaching in 2 communities, Prabhuji
Yes,
here.
every
Mayo
community.
Mankura and Mayom Tridasha. And Subbarao Prabhu is not there here. He is preaching in Lansam. Prabhuji here is preaching in a big community called Aparna Zenith.
Yes.
And Sunil Prabhu, where is he? He is preaching in my home Vihanga, 3,000 flats close to.
Wow.
I am preaching in my home Krishi. Prabhuji in my home Avatar.
Yes.
And there is another Prabhuji, he did not come today in my home Avatar. Dasraj Prabhu, he is not here today. He is preaching in 2 communities. And Praveen Rathor Prabhu, please Prabhu, Haribol. Yeah, he is preaching in Hindi. In Aparna Lake Breeze, huge communities there.
Wow.
So please don't mind me calling out everybody's name. Huh? Yeah, Prasad Prabhu is preaching in Bajpalli in Ramalayam and in Hafizpet for kids from slums. He is preaching. They're all chanting now. So there are close to 27 places where preaching is going on, Prabhuji, right now. Small and big. It doesn't matter the number. Gates are open, doors are open. I think this is also one very essential message that Prabhuji has brought forward
If
here.
you are those who are not preaching, you start. Don't think how can I give lecture? You sit there and start talking. Krishna will empower. And I guarantee you, you will not fail that day.
Hari Bol. And Satya Prabhu there, Satya Srinivas Dev.
Mataji also should start preaching. Don't think, I don't know anything.
Yes.
Prabhupada said that little girl Saraswati, Shyam Sundara's daughter in Vrindavan Yard, she was, do you know who is Krishna? No. Supreme Personality. Do you know Krishna? No. Supreme. Prabhupada saw her. This is preaching. If you can repeat one line. Krishna is Supreme Personality. This is preaching. So just collect some people, sing some Hare Krishna. You don't have to be a scholar to preach. Just it will happen. Dadami Buddhi Yogam Tam. It will come. You will be surprised.
Jai. This is also a blessing for Prabhuji now. As I told in the beginning introduction, Prabhuji wants everybody to preach for Srila Prabhupada.
Yes.
The movement has to go into every place. And if they are not coming, we are going. We started so small and now we are expanding. And this expansion is still so small. If you are all thinking, we have done a lot, we have not even touched, the real part of Hyderabad and this side of Hyderabad. So next time when Prabhuji comes, we should introduce more communities where we have started. And even in this locality, so much scope is there. So thank you, Prabhuji, for encouraging. Thank you. Let us 3 Haribols. Haribol! 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 Prabhuji, nursing Aarti from your... Yeah.
Namaste Narasimhaya.
Namaste Narasimhaya.
Hita Narsimha, Parato Narsimha, Hito Narsimha, Parato Narsimha, Yata Yato Yami Tato Narsimha, Yato Yato Yami Tato Narsimha, Gahe Narsimha, Gahe Narsimha, Gahe Narsimha, Gahe Jai Jagadish Hare, Jai Jagadish Hare, Jai Jagadish Hare.
Babakara Kamala Hare Naka Adhuta Shringa Darita Hiranya Kashipu Ganga. Keshavadrita Hara Hari Rupa Jai Jagadish Hare Jaya Jagadish Hare Jaya Jagadish Hare Jai 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 Jagadish Hare Singh Dev Singh Dev Narasimha Dev Narasimha Dev Jaya Narasimha Dev Narasimha Dev Narasimha Dev Jaya Narasimha Dev Jaya Prahlad Maharaj Jaya Prahlad Maharaj Prahlad Maharaj Jaya Prahlad Maharaj Jaya Prahlad Maharaj Prahlad Maharaj Prahlad Maharaj Jaya Prahlad Maharaj Prabhupada 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Jaya Prabhupada 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada
जय भक्ति विघ्ननाशक भगवान सिंहदेव जी की, अपराध भक्षण प्रहलाद महाराज की, श्रील प्रभुपाद की जयंत लाभ कृष्ण विष्णुपाद ब्रह्मंस प्रभुराजाचार्य स्तोत्र सदस्य श्रीमद His Divine Grace Abhay Charanarvind Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada की जयंत लाभ कृष्ण विष्णुपाद ब्रह्मंस प्रभुराजाचार्य स्तोत्र सदस्य श्रीमद भक्तिसिद्धांत सरस्वती गोस्वामी श्री प्रभुपाद की अंकोड़ी वैष्णव वृंद की नामाचार्य श्री हरिदास ठाकुर की प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद की श्री राधा कृष्ण गोपीनाथ श्याम कुंड राधा कुंड गिरिवर्धन की वृंदावन मथुरा धाम की श्री नवद्वीप मायापुर धाम की श्री क्षेत्र जगन्नाथपुरी धाम की गंगा माई जमुना माई की भक्ति देवी तुलसी महारानी की समेत गौर भक्त वृंद की हरिनाम संकीर्तन की ट्रांसेंडेंटल बुक डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन की गौर प्रेमानंद हरि all glories to the assembled devotees, all glories to the assembled, all glories to the assembled, all glories to Guru Ram, all glories to Prabhupada ki jai.
His Grace Sahadev Prabhu ki His Grace Sahadev Prabhu ki His Grace Sahadev Prabhu ki Hare Krishna. There is also one announcement. Mohini Mataji last week there was a book that we had shown about, her His Holiness Giriraj Maharaj's disciple who left her body in a very young age. She had written a book. Stock was over. They got another 30 books right now. They are available if you could not take it. And a devotee here is preparing snacks for all of us with pressed oil. He makes and offers to God and he keeps it there. Murlidhar Govind Prabhu. Please don't buy from outside. We need to eat prasadam and also we need to eat healthy. This is also Ekadashi, little snack for anybody who goes to offices. And there is this organic imli. I didn't pluck it, but I've seen it being plucked. So you can buy this. This is also limitedly available. It's outside. And I encourage everybody, please, whatever you can do for each other in the community, think about it. If you are growing something in your balcony, bring it here and you can sell it and you can be more encouraged to do more. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Mahaprasad.